Hey, this is Hans from Request for Music, and here's a video about my PHASR8 module. Um, I've got it here in a test setup with a couple of record modules that have some samples in there. I'm going to play the guitar sample. I might do a vocal sample as well. As usual, my first cough before starting to speak. The setup is such that I have both recorders, because this is the normal record module. Where I have already a sample loaded in both, and it's going into the mixer, and the mixer is changing it into a stereo signal if I want it stereo anyway, and it's going to PHASR8 into the inputs, and the outputs are going into the main outputs. I'm going to hide the cables. I never like cables that much. So that's the basic setup, and of course, if I start playing the guitar now, you'll hear it. I don't have any output on, but let's first go over it. Actually, this is a beta model where I have an extra knob in there. I've got a change knob in here. I'm not quite sure if I'm going to output that or to upload that, because these were gain adjusters, an input gain and an output gain adjuster. Just as test, because I was not sure if that was giving me some problems with sounds that I had, but it seemed not to be within the phaser. So you're not going to see those extra knobs in there, but you will have just the basic setup of a rate, a feedback, a depth, phase, center, optical, because it is an optical phaser, or an emulation of that. I've got the width here, and I've got the mix there, and then obviously the left and right outputs and the left and right inputs, of course, and I've got a stage switch here. A phaser. What is a phaser? A phaser has a couple of filters that it uses within stages, so then when you mix it in and you have an LFO or something to change the speed of that and the depth of that, it gives you this phasing quality where sounds filter in and out, sort of. The difference with an optical phaser was that there was some light in there, and that light is in here because of the LED, and then the optical thing just manages that it changes faster by changing the sort of the depth or the fade of that light before going on to another set. So you see that if I dial up this optical thing, that it fades differently, and that was how it works, or that is how it works in the real world, where you have this this LED or this light within a machine, and an LDR, a light resistor, which is looking at that, and you get sort of a natural lag. It changes the speed and how it reacts. So this is to get it more organic. For the rest, you have this rate, and you have the feedback and the depth and the width. Those are the things that you work with. So if I first start off by playing this guitar sample, this of course is the straight sound, just to let you hear how it sounds normally. And within the phaser, I have already a couple of let's see how my volume is. Yeah, that's okay. So it seems. So I have a couple of module presets that I also put as a zip file on the Facebook page. So just let's take the upper one. Now you hear this classic sort of phase sound where you hear this shifting in and out. So that's what a phaser does. And again, you see this light coming up, and if I want a more, and I might have to exaggerate this to make it more noticeable even. So if I take the feedback up, and I take the depth up and the width up, and I have the center, that's the part where the phasing works the most. Now I've got this opt, so if I dial this back, let's do larger rate. You'll hear that's really going very deep because the light is not affected. But now if I take this down, you hear that it sort of fades the way in which it works. While the rate stays the same, of course, and all of the other parameters stay the same as well, but still this works as a specific way to change the lag, the way in which the phase effect is being affected. So that's something that you can do with that. Let's just go over some of them. Very soft one, very moderate one. The classic 4 stage, a deep 8 stage, because the stage is how deep it goes. So this is the 8 stage, 6 stage, and a 4 stage phaser. And it uses all kinds of filters in that way. So the 8 stage obviously is the most deep and pronounced effect, but it's up to you how to work with that. Some of the effects are just slight. If you want more, again, go into the feedback, go into the depth, go into the width. And to let it hear with some vocals in there, just take it back first so you hear what the samples was.
First, there's that liquid heat, bringing color, going deep. You sigh as you catch the scent.
It's a poem.
Breathing deep, it's heaven sent. Thinking there is nothing to compare, sipping from it, the taste, just there.
Well, here of course the same.
Manna
so
from heaven. First, there's that liquid heat, bringing color, going deep.
And as you can tell, it has a different sort of effect on a guitar, which is going on and on, than a vocal, which are shorter bursts of sounds.
Sipping from it.
And of course, I could have both of them in there.
Manna from heaven. First, there's that liquid heat, bringing color, going deep. You sigh as you catch the scent. Breathing deep, it's heaven sent. Thinking there is nothing to compare, sipping from it, the taste, just there.
So yeah,
manna from heaven. First.
Wrong button actually. So yeah, that's actually what a phaser does anyway. So I hope you like it and that it's useful. It was the one module that actually as an effect really lacked in my library. I was looking at the Erica synth video on the Foreman series, and there was a phaser in there which wasn't in the original. So they built one in. So I thought, yeah, I need that too. So now it is in there. It's available in the store. I hope you like it. I hope you like the video, and I'll see you back in the next one. So cheers. Bye bye.